Next up, let's do my favorite part of the week every single week. Our first touchdown round robin. We cashed 3 of 5 back in week 1, which means if you did play it as a round robin, you found some awesome profits. No luck in week 2, although can you really blame us? We had Tyson Wallace, Michael Wilson, and Luke Farrell finding the end zone. Some of the most random first touchdown scorers we have ever seen in the games that we projected. But I know one thing from doing this for a couple of years. If you have an 0 for week in week 2, you're likely going to bounce back well in week 3. I've seen it happen time and time again, Dave. So without further ado, take us through it.
Yeah, we'd very much like to bounce back here in week 2. There was at least one guy in a game I had never even heard of before, and I've forgotten his name because I have never heard of him before. But it also makes you feel a little better too when it's somebody like that, and it's not the second guy on the team, your second choice. It's someone from the depths of the depth chart that truly just comes in and steals the show. So let's start here. We'll pull up our top 5 and run through them real quick. Bijan Robinson of the Falcons, top pick at 18.7% probability. 1 TD so far, first of the day in week 1. Guy gets unreal volume. Might be the best running back in the league behind Saquon. 7 rushes, 3 targets in the red zone. Panthers have allowed the first TD in both games. This is a good spot. Christian McCaffrey, 49ers versus the Cardinals, 18.1%. He scored in week 2. Another running back with huge volume. He should be leaned on heavily again with Mac Jones under center. Potentially, I did see, since I wrote these notes, Brock Purdy could be playing in week 3, but it doesn't matter. It's Christian McCaffrey. He's going to get the workload. 9 rushes, 5 targets in the red zone. Cardinals have not scored a first quarter touchdown yet this season. Third up, we got Josh Jacobs against the Browns, 17%. Best red zone back in the game here so far this season anyway. He's turned 11 touches into 2 scores, 1 in each game. Packers have scored the first touchdown in both games. The Browns have none. First touchdowns, that is, not 0 touchdowns. So they might as well have 0. Jonathan Taylor, Colts at Titans, 16% here. He's already been vultured numerous times by Daniel Jones, so this guy could have 5 touchdowns feasibly at this point. But he scored last week. Titans have been pretty gashed by the run game so far. Scoring first should not be difficult for the Colts in this game. He's tied for first with Josh Jacobs with 11 red zone rushing attempts. And finally, going back to our guy, Jordan Mason, Bengals at Vikings, just 3 red zone looks so far, but he'll be without Aaron Jones, as we've mentioned, making him the clear go-to option on the ground and in the red zone. All we need him is to get there, get a couple shots, and see if he could bang this in. The Bengals have not historically been a very good rushing defense, so we're not too concerned about that. We just need Carson Wentz to move the ball and give our guy a shot. And hey, these backs could break a big run. Many of these guys, literally all of them, are big play guys. Bijan Robinson scored on a 50-yard touchdown. Christian McCaffrey does that all the time. Jonathan Taylor makes a habit of these huge plays. So all 5 of these guys have potential to break a huge one from midfield and get tons of red zone looks if things get close down at the goal line.
Yep.
As mentioned, we play this as a round robin, so please spread out your stake appropriately across this. Don't go too hard on any particular combo. Scale it down appropriately. If you put $2 on the times 10, I wouldn't put more than $1 on $2 on the times 2 combos. I wouldn't put more than $1 on the times 3s, 50 cents on the times 4, maybe $1 on the $5 lotto. That'll win you $1.5K if the whole thing hits just on the times 5 plus all the combos. So you do not need to overexpose yourself here. Take too much of a hit to your bankroll on what is a long shot. While we have Dimer's data to back this up. Look, our top guy here is 19%. That means 81% probability Bijan Robinson does not score the first touchdown, but he is the highest of ours and the highest in that game. So, that's what we're leaning on here, but it will take all the right dominoes to fall for us. So remember, please scale your round robins appropriately. We got all season.
Yep. Big week for Jordan Mason. He's got an opportunity here to earn himself into the favor of Dimers Nation. So
it is, and good value on him all around. I forgot to mention it in the talking about the Thursday night parlay, but yeah, he's plus 100. Or sorry, not the Thursday night parlay. Our best bets of the week. He's plus 100 for a touchdown at Bet365, but he's as short as minus 140 on DraftKings. So
Wow.
Big value getting him at even money in that best bet. So as always, check to make sure you're getting the best odds too. I have limited books available to me in my location, so I have to make do with what I got. But some of you guys out there have 5, 6, 7, 8 sports books available to you. So don't short yourself some change just because you don't want to open another app.
And it's one of the most simple but educational, valuable ways to use dimers. Like I rather than sort through 8 different apps on your own price checking, go to dimers.com. Wherever you see our best bets, it's going to show you the best odds available. So